Hi guys. It's like 20 till 9, day 18. I had started recording. I got a whole 13 minutes into this and then my phone messed up. So I'm going to try this again. This is actually par for the course today, so I'm just trying to be calm and start again. My day today was okay until this afternoon. I went through work fine. I had a couple people come over here to give me estimates on some things I needed to get done at the house because we were in the process of rehabbing a house and it's not done yet. So I had some people come over today to give them a list of things that still needed to be done so I can understand what I'm looking at financially. So I was a little anxious over doing all of that, but I was still okay. I took my medicine early afternoon and then I ended my work day and I was really tired. My daughters came over today. I spent some time with my grandsons. So it was like 4:30 and I was just tired. And they had just left and the house was really quiet because I was here by myself. So I came in the bedroom and laid down, and at first I was just relaxing, but I ended up falling asleep for 2 hours. So when I got up, I was surprised that it was so late, and I got up, got something to eat and drink because I hadn't had anything in a while, and I had made a decision earlier today. I've been trying to progressively make changes, no matter how small, no matter how simple, just take steps every day to, one, try to do something for me, even if it's very small. 2, try to do something around the house, just one thing a day, even if it's just one chore a day, loading the dishwasher, doing the laundry, or if it's trying to hang a picture, or like today I even did one simple thing for my sewing machine. I needed to put a new needle in it. I haven't even used a sewing machine before. I thought I knew how to do it, but for some reason the needle wasn't going up in there like it was supposed to. I had read the manual, I had watched a short YouTube video, it looked so simple, but for some reason on mine, the needle was not going up there correctly. I looked it up, made sure I had the right size, everything. So I finally took a paper clip and kind of shoved it up in there, and I don't know if it's just old or if there was maybe something stuck in there or something, or I don't know if it needs oiled. Like, it didn't say anything about that, but I just took a paper clip and kept poking it up in there to see if maybe there was something stuck up in there. And finally, when I was jiggling the paper clip, it actually went up in there. So I thought, okay, if I jiggle the needle enough, it should go up in there. So I got it. I finally got it in there. But by that time, I was like, okay, I'm done with this sewing machine for today. Like, something that I thought was simple is taking forever, and I don't want it to become more of an annoyance than an actual enjoyable hobby. So I'm stopping right here for the day. It was something simple, but it was at least one step in the process, one step moving forward. So I just keep telling myself, okay, just make one step. That's all you have to do. Just make one step every day. So as you know, I had already mostly separated out all of our bills, the bank accounts, all of that kind of stuff. I tried to have done before he left. And I needed to also separate myself from communications. So like we had one laptop that had all of our email accounts on it and all this stuff, and I would get notifications for everything because I was more of the admin kind of role in our relationship, right? The bills went through me, the business, the whatever. So I needed to remove myself from all of that communication so that I no longer saw any notifications, any emails, anything, because I didn't want to be a part of that anymore. That's his responsibility now, and he has to handle all of that, and for respect and privacy of him too. And two, it's not healthy for me to see all the notifications and all that kind of stuff. In my anxious attachment style, of course, it's not helping that at all. Like, it's just bringing about more anxiety and, more thoughts of, oh, he's moving on without me and all of this stuff. And I just got to a point that I was like, okay, when are you going to be okay in choosing you? When are you going to be okay in choosing your health, your emotional safety, respecting yourself and him? But when is it going to be okay to not feel like, well, he might need me for something? Like, what if something goes wrong? And, no, you're not responsible for that anymore. Yes, I want to feel needed and wanted and loved and respected and all of those things. It's wonderful to feel needed, but you need to be needed for the right reasons, not just because somebody needs to be bailed out of something, or, it's easy to go to you because you're a solutioner. No. Like, it just brings more stress, more strain, more emotional instability and insecurity. And I have to choose me. And I have to choose or know that I'm worth more than that. I'm worth more than just being used as an accountant or an admin assistant or whatever it is. But of course, emotionally, it's hard because that's one more step in separation, one more step in finalization of everything. So I've just put it off. I've put it off because I've been too emotional about everything, put it off because I just didn't want to do it, whatever the case may be. I've just been putting it off. So today, I thought about it yesterday. And today, I was like, today's the day. Today is the day that you're going to take the effort and energy to remove all those accounts so that you don't see all these notifications and everything anymore. You're not responsible for any of that. So day 18 is the day. And to make sure it was the day, I told my daughter about it so that I had to take accountability to someone. So I told her earlier, look, after work today, this is what I'm planning on doing. I'm telling you because I want to be accountable. I need to do this for me. I'm going to do this for me. And of course, she didn't care. She was just like, okay, But to me, it made me know, okay, somebody else knows. You said you're going to do something. You have to keep your word. And you're going to keep your word to yourself. So I felt better about it. Then I fell asleep. I got up. And it was on my mind because it was late. And so I'm thinking, okay, get on there. Do what you got to do. And so I got on there before I had got up and ate and drank anything. I tried to do it right away because I was like, oh, it's late. And I was having trouble figuring a part of it out. And I was getting annoyed and frustrated because I couldn't figure out how to remove myself and all this. And so I'm like, okay, just get up, eat something, drink something, take a minute. We can watch a video, look up a help document, whatever we need to do to figure this out. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. So I made a plate, came back in here. I was going to look up a video, and my oldest daughter came in. She had told me yesterday that this pump for her camper had stopped working. Well, we had bought it off of Amazon. He had actually bought it off of his Amazon account. And she asked me yesterday, late last night, hey, do you know if there's a warranty on this? It's not working properly. And I'm like, oh, he ordered this, so I have no idea if there's a warranty. Now we have to reach out to him about it. Like, I was not wanting to do that, just emotionally not wanting to do that. But I'm like, okay, we'll figure it out. And so I had reached out to him saying, hey, this broke. Can you please tell me if there's a warranty or start a return? You know, I'm sorry, but I can't do it, so can you please? And he had no problem trying to help or whatever. But he got a hold of us today and said, look, I can't figure out how to do this. I've had to contact customer service. They're going to call you to ask you some questions about what happened with it and everything, and then tell you what the next steps are. Fine, that's great. So he gave them my daughter's phone number. They called my daughter. She talked to them and everything, and they told her, okay, it's under warranty, no problem. We can switch it out for you. But then they wanted to walk her through the return process. Well, it's not in her account. So they're like, okay, well, we have to walk you through step by step how to do this. You have to sign into your Amazon account and all this stuff. So she came in here and was like, Mom, they're saying all this. I don't know what to do. And I said, okay. So we had a 3-way call him in with her and the service tech. This was very, very hard for me because I'm sitting in a room with my daughter who's on speakerphone with the service tech and with my ex. And this is the first time that I've heard his voice in 19 days. She had it muted and they were talking together. And I didn't know that it would bother me as much as it did. I don't even think that he knew I was in the room. And it didn't matter. It doesn't matter what he knew or didn't know. I didn't say anything. I didn't speak at all. And he was just talking to that person. But it was very, very hard for me to hear his voice. But I sat there and I endured that to make sure that I was here to help my daughter and to make sure that she could get things resolved. And when they got off of the phone, My daughter's like, "Are you okay, Mom? I'm really sorry." Sorry. I said, "Yeah, I'm okay, I'm okay." And I'm like, "It's okay, don't feel bad." I didn't want her to feel bad. It wasn't her issue. Like, she was just trying to get help with something. So I was trying to collect myself and be okay in front of her, even though I didn't feel okay inside. So I collected myself, and then I told her, "Hey, I need help with something. Could you please try to help me?" And I told her what the issue was, that I was having trouble figuring out how to get clothes out of this one account or whatever. And so she took a few minutes, and we finally figured it out. Like, she finally found the right screen, the right button, or whatever. And in that moment, I had to click remove. And at first she was gonna do it, and I said, "Wait a second." And she's like, "Oh, okay." She thought I was gonna ask a question or something, and I said, "No, I would just like to do it myself." She's like, "Oh, sure, Mom." So I clicked the remove button, and it was done, just like that, like a 1 second thing, like something that should be so simple, something that shouldn't be an issue at all. But for me, it was a tremendous step. And even tonight, having 19 days, having 18 days of not hearing a person's voice, and then to have to hear their voice again. I don't feel proud of myself. I feel sad. But I know that this is all a step in my journey. And I just wanted to record it because I'm still here. And sometimes this is what life looks like. Sometimes it's not like all joyous and happy. Sometimes it's nights of struggling in tears. Nights of doing things that you don't want to do, but you know it's the right thing and it's the healthy choice. Doing things you don't want to do or make you feel uncomfortable, but you know that in the end, it's going to help with your healing. I just wanted to document this and to tell you guys so you can see that it's not always pretty. Like, trying to serve God, trying to trust God with everything that you have, even the hardest of things. Trying to let go and let God. All of those fancy, slogans that people have. Let go and let God. Sometimes this is what it looks like. Tears and snot. That's what it looks like. Some days it's falling asleep right after work and sleeping for a couple hours because you're just emotionally exhausted. Sometimes this is what healing looks like. Sometimes this is what faith looks like. Sometimes this is what trying to trust looks like. Sometimes this is what God, I believe, help me in my unbelief, looks like. It doesn't always look good from the outside, and it doesn't always feel good on the inside. But I'm trusting that God thinks it's beautiful. I am trusting that God sees my heart. And I'm trusting that God has a plan and a purpose for me. Even when I don't know exactly what it is. I just wanted to let you know, if you feel this way, if you're going through something difficult, you are not alone. It is okay to feel sad. It is okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel grief. It's okay to feel anxiety. We are all human and we all experience emotions. That does not change your value. That does not change who God is. Emotions are fleeting. They come and go. But God remains the same. He is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. He's known us from the very beginning, before time ever existed, before these emotions that are in our human body. He has known us, and we are okay to trust in Him with everything that we have, even when all that we have is crying and tears and snot, and it doesn't matter. When we give everything that we have to God, it's a sweet aroma to Him at His throne. Know today you are not alone. Pray to God. He will uplift and strengthen you. I am here for you. God is here for you. You are not alone. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow.